Testing. Are we good?
It's in God we trust. It's in God we trust. It's in God we trust.
What's up, guys?
It's in God we trust. Seeing how you was popping out on purse. Sipping out the double cup, could barely say a word. Said they found you foaming out the mouth, I couldn't believe it. It hurt me to my heart, cause I just knew you was gonna be undeceiving. Tryna get my all, cause they need a reason. Suicide rate skyrocketed in my city. Bow your head and say a prayer, cause in God we trust. See you fighting for your life, you know I got you. You ain't gotta give up. See how that weed that you smoking, you don't need it. Just go and put down a cup. You wanna sit here and sleep, fighting demons while you in your sleep. I ain't a judge, I'm just telling you. It's in God we trust. It's in God we trust. It's in God we trust. It's in God we trust.
All right. Is this on? Can y'all hear me? Is this on? 1, 2, 3, checking. How we doing? Yes, finally, first try. I like the excitement. Welcome back to the Loft. I hope Fields of Faith was good and fun and... Nah, I don't think it sucked. All right, who's ready for this week's game? All right, well, first, here's our... Oh, wait, hold on, go back. Got to explain the rankings. So, yeah, rankings for the Golden Sloth. High school boys are still in the lead, but we got a little tie going on. So, it's getting heated. I like it. We'll see what happens this week. So, this week's game, office chair curling. Y'all know what curling is? Yeah, kind of like shuffleboard on ice with a big rock, whatever. But we're going to be playing it with office chairs. So, how it works. So, we will play 2 teams of 2. High school boys and middle school girls are on a team, and the high school girls and middle school boys will be on a team. Those will be our teams. So we'll get volunteers in a second to play. One person's in the chair riding it out to the end. The other person's pushing. And goal is to score as many points as you can per round. Each team will get 3 pushes per round. We'll play best of 5, so you got to win 3 rounds to win. And the winning team will get 10 points for their grade group. Now let's go over some rules. There's a lot of rules in this one. So you must release the chair before the marked line. We have a marked line behind there. You'll see the pylons when you're playing. If the chair is released past that line, no points for that push. If a chair tips over, you don't want to tip over your person. You're trying to score some points. If your chair tips over, no points for you. If the chair is in between the point zones, you will take the points that most of the chair is in. Got it? Make sense? Then we'll take the lowest. The rider is along for the ride. You're riding it out to the end. So no stopping the chair, no controlling the direction the chair is traveling, et cetera, et cetera. Rules for the crowd, I forgot to put those on here. This back row, don't go past that because we need room. We don't want someone getting hurt. We value safety here. So yeah, let's go ahead. And I need a middle school girl volunteer. Oh, her hand went up first. What's your name? Come on up here, Tegan. All right, Tegan's partner. I need a high school boy. Trey. Get up here, Trey. All right, I need a middle school boy. Ooh, yeah, this guy, rocket hand. What's your name? What? Connor. All right, high school girl. Brian, I need a high school girl. Come on. Okay, there we go. What is your name, young lady? What? Maggie. All right, if y'all please follow me. We're going to be going. Y'all can all stand up and turn around. Just don't go past this right here. Where's our chairs? All right. So here's your chairs. Do we got the other one? So, I need my high school boy, middle school girl team over here. And then the other team over here. So, I'll give y'all a minute to strategize, see who's going to be the pusher. Do you not know how shuffleboard works? I just explained it. Yeah. So yeah. Example. But yeah. See, pretty simple. All right, so we'll let this team go first. You get 3. We'll play first round. You get 3 pushes. So, oh, and you can't release past this line. You see, you can't like release her back here. Yeah, you gotta behind that line. So go ahead and give your first push. Can I get some adults on the back to make sure nobody goes through a wall? 8 points. All right, you can come on back.
Do I do all 3 right now?
Yeah, we're doing all 3 right now. And then they'll go, and then we'll see who wins. So 8 points. All right, ready? Ooh, 9 points. Whatever 8 plus 9 is, I don't know. I can't math. 17. I blame Texas A&M. It's not my fault. I'm an Aggie. It is what it is. Hey, we beat y'all. Ooh. All right, last attempt. We're at 17 points. Oh, we got a team swap? Oh, okay. You gotta go over there then. Sorry. All right. Hey, what's it most on, Ray? It's on 8. Whatever 8 plus 17 is. 20 something, I don't know. 25. I should probably get the calculator out. All right, y'all turn. Y'all gotta be 25. Best of 5. It was in the rules. Let's see it. Hey, that's 7 points. It's touching the 7. We'll give it to you. 7 points. Now you can come on back. You get 3 attempts. All right, come on. You gotta be 25. Let's get a 10 here. I want to see a 10. Be the first to do it. Ooh. 8 points. 15 points. Are you gonna get 10? You gotta get 10 here to tie it up. If you get a 10, it ties, and we'll go on to the next round. That was 8. Hush up. All right, let's see it. Tie it up. Can you tie it up with a 10? All right, let's see it. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That's an 8. It's not a 0. So, but y'all still lost that round. So we'll move on to the next round. All right, so y'all are gonna start this round. Since y'all lost that first round. No. Y'all are the forever pusher. Yeah. The pusher is forever. Unless y'all want to switch. It's up to you. You can switch if you want. But. All right, y'all going first. Y'all lost that round. Y'all get to go first. Yeah, we're playing like best of 5. You got to win 3 rounds. Good luck, buddy. All right, let's see it. Ooh, that's a 9. Good job. All right, hurry up. We got to keep this going, so let's make it quick. They're going. They're still going. Yeah, they're going to do all 3 of their pushes. All right. Have at it. Whether first class or if I'm in the tourist, I always feel the same because I know what's more important. Who I am when I'm home. Ooh, no points. I'm sorry, boss man. All right, last attempt. We're at 9 points right now. No, it's 2. You gotta pay attention, man. You gotta lock in. All right, last push. Yeah, go again. Push it hard. Give her a nice push. Get that 10. Oh, shoot. 19 points. Oh, all right. Middle school girls, high school boys. Yeah, I beat 19 points. 19 points. Oh. No, that's a 9. That's a 9. If you get that 10, you tie it up. He's focused. It's so quiet. I can almost hear him thinking. Let's see it. Let's see it. Is he going to get that 10? Is he going to touch the 8? Oh, no. All right, what are we doing, Trey? You going to go for the tie? What's angled? Don't worry about it. It's angled. It's the shape of the room. Oh. No, that's more on the 9. I'm sorry, man. That's 18 points. All right. So I say we're going to play best of 5. We're going to play best of 3. It's taking a while. So this is our round. This will determine who wins it all. So y'all lost. Y'all get to go first.
On paper is drawn. Check out the lines, check out the geometry. I got it.
All right, let's see it. Is it a 10? Is it a 10? Oh! Dang, he went for the marbles there. Too strong. I see him in the athletic club pumping iron. He's too strong. I'm going to get out of his way. I'm going to hit him, mess him up. I don't want to do that. Well, there you go. Win the safe bet. 8 points. It's 8. 8 points. All right, this is your last push. Last push. It's okay, Trey. Just lock in here. All right, Trey. Let's see it. Let's see it. Ooh. 9. So we got to beat 17. All right, y'all got to beat 17. Where's your partner at? Oh, there she is. 17 points. That's all you got to beat. All right, I'll move this side. I'll get out of your way, boss. Oh, he's backing up. He's backing up. Oh. No, that's a 0. That is a 0. 2 more attempts to beat 17. Hey, that was mean. No, that's mean. Y'all get DQ'd. Oh. That's a 10. That is a 10. All right. You just got to get past the 7 and you win. Just get past the 7. Get that 8 and you got it. Get out of here, bro. All right, this is it. This is for the win. Go. Oh. What is it, Ray? Is it 8? All right, y'all are the winners. Middle school boys, high school girls, get the win. Thanks for playing. I'll take that chair.
My purpose,
man, oh man, hey, make your way to your seats. Make your way to your seats. Man, hey, give a round of applause for Braden. Yeah, man. And who won? It was middle school. I know you won, but middle school boys
and high school girls.
All right, actually, that was the group that needed to win. So there you go.
Good
Hey,
job,
man,
guys.
hey, welcome you guys. Welcome to the Loft. I'm Josh Garza, your student pastor, with Lindsay, our associate. And I need you, if you do have a phone, so if you don't, that's awesome for you. But if you do have a phone, if you can scan the QR code up on the screen, we want to know what you guys have to say for our Christmas party coming up December 17th. December 17th, I need you to scan that and start voting what you want for that party. As you are voting, I'm going to tell you a couple of things that are not on our announcement thing. But we have the Loft next week and the week after. We're going to be gone for Thanksgiving break. So listen up here real quick. So we have the Loft next week, and then the week after that, we have Thanksgiving break, so we will not meet for that week. And the week after that, we have 2 more Wednesday nights, and then we have our Christmas party December 17th, and that's what we're voting for. Okay, the people have spoke. Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay.
I wasn't either. I thought Ugly Sweater was going to get it.
Lindsay, what else do we have going on for our Christmas party? Do we have?
We're just going to be hanging out. We're going to have like a little photo op opportunity. We're going to have a hot chocolate bar. We're going to have movies and games and a lot of giveaways. So everybody get excited for that.
It's going to be awesome. Word on the street is that Santa is going to be there. And so, yeah, Santa will be at our Christmas party. An elf will be at our Christmas party.
Yes,
maybe Buddy the elf will be here.
I think Buddy's going to be there.
If Buddy the elf... That one was an inside joke. Here we go. Awesome. All right. Hey, thanks for voting. Thanks for casting your information. Listen up. Listen up. Lindsay, what else we got going on?
All right. Our next announcement is for my girls.
Where are my girls at?
Where are the girls at? Okay. We are going to be having some girl hangouts next week. So on Friday, we're going to be having a high school girls' night, and on Saturday, we're having a middle school girls' night. So if you want to come, fellowship, have fun, we're going to do arts and crafts. We're going to just enjoy spending time together, share a meal. It's going to be a really good time. So if you have any other questions, feel free to come ask me. I can give you more information, and you can scan the QR code to register for the event.
Hey, so listen up, listen up. I know there's a bunch of side conversations going on. These are important announcements I want you guys to not miss. Because if you miss, you're going to be like, oh, man, why did I miss it? Why did no one say anything? We did. You just weren't listening. So you can scan that QR code. Also, on your message guide, you also have a link to the link tree. So girls, you can go on there, and there'll be the registration up shortly because it's not up there. But if you go to the link tree, it will be up there in probably 30 minutes or so. Besides that... Hey, I have a big announcement for you guys. Next semester is winter retreat, also coming up. And registration for that will be the first week of December. The date that we have tentatively is February 6th through 8th, Friday through Sunday. So mark your calendars. February 6th through 8th is winter retreat. If you have not been with us for any of our retreats yet, our fall retreat or winter retreat, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great, and I hope you guys will join. And this is, listen up. This is one of the last announcements. If you have a friend that you're trying to reach, someone that you're trying to invite and show Christ to them, man, one of the best ways to do it is just say, hey, I just want you to come along for winter retreat with us. I want you to come along for the awesome things and see what God can do in your life. And man, as always, if money is ever a reason why you cannot show up to something, you talk to myself or Lindsay, and we will make it happen. We want as many people there as possible. We want your friends to be there, and it's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. Besides that, it's not going to be up on our screen, but you can always follow us on Instagram and text our number. Those are the best ways to stay in contact. If you want to know those things, you can go to our link tree on your message guide, and you can find all that information there for us. Sound good? Hey, thank y'all for being here, and yeah, it's going to be a great night, and I'm excited. Welcome to the Loft.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and invite our worship team up at this time. If y'all give them a round of applause. If y'all want to go ahead and stand, I'm going to say a prayer, and we're going to get started. Dear Lord, thank you for this day, and thank you for this time that we get to gather here as a community and just spend time to worship you. As we start a new series tonight, as Jesus is King, just please open our hearts and minds up to the message and speak through Josh tonight. Just thank you for your son. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
I searched the world, but it couldn't fill me. Man's empty praise and treasures that fade are never enough. Then you came along and put me back together. Every desire is now satisfied here in your love. Oh, there's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing, nothing is better than you. Now I'm not afraid to show you my weakness, my failures and flaws. Lord, you've seen them all. one-night thing, but every single day after this, we take what Josh has told us into account, we put it in our hearts, and we follow you, Lord. We love you so, so, so much. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right, everybody, man, awesome. Hey, if you have your message guide for our ladies in the room, you can scan that QR code again. The registration for Girls' Night is up there now. My apologies, that was my assignment and I did not follow through. So, but now it is up there. So if you want to sign up for our Girls' Night or Girls' Day In, you can go register for those. If you're wondering, well, what's the address? Well, once you register, then you get the address. That's how it works. So go ahead and do that, and that would be awesome. How are we doing tonight? Man, good. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited for this series we're about to dive into. Listen, so again, if you don't know me, I introduced myself earlier, but I'm going to do it one more time. My name is Josh Garza. I'm the student pastor here, and tonight we are kicking off our new series, Jesus is King. Jesus is King. So we're going to wrap up the rest of this year with this theme, with this series. Man, I am pumped. I'm excited for this. Here's the thing. Many of us have heard about Jesus before, but that's not what makes us different. That's not what makes church different. Many people recognize and even acknowledge Jesus as a historical figure. There was at some point in time a man named Jesus on this earth, but not everybody recognizes him as king. And so here we're going to talk through some of these things. And what exactly is he the king of? He's the king of everything, man. And that's something that we believe. But also, historically, all of Christianity believes that Jesus is the king over the entire universe, the cosmos, and everything we can see, touch, and even the things that we can't see and touch. He is king over everything. And listen, part of the story of the Bible is not just a story about salvation. It is a story about redemption, and that he invites you and me into this journey of faith together, of restoring creation and restoring humanity. So tonight, when we kick this off, we're going to look at some of Jesus's most misquoted, most misunderstood words that have been around for him. And we want to live instead, what does it really mean to live like Jesus is king? And here's where we're going to start. Here's how this came about, first of all. So this was birthed out of the prayer night that we had a few weeks ago. After the awakening, for those that were here, if you remember, we had prayer stations and we had a whole night of worship here. A lot of you wrote prayer cards praying for yourself, for each other, for your community. And y'all, it was a powerful thing. Like, it was amazing. And honestly, I got to confess that you guys really showed up, that you really care, not just about the community and your friends, but you care about your relationship with Jesus. And man, some of you are asking great questions. This was birthed through some of that. This is what some of the common themes we saw that me and Lindsay saw that night in some of these cards. We noticed a theme of a lot of you guys. You're dealing with some drama. That might be like an underwhelming thing, but listen, like a lot of you guys, things that you were worried about was conflict that you had with your friends, conflict at school, with people, coaches, teammates, everything. Like nothing was safe. Everybody had something to say about somebody at some level. Some of you were wrestling with the feeling of being judged, that your friend group is judging each other. And here's what I have to say is that there's good news to this. In fact, this particular topic, Jesus speaks directly to this towards the end of the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew chapter 7. So if you have your Bibles, go ahead and jump in there with me. Listen, if you have your phone and you're turning to the Bible app, here's what I'm going to ask. I want you to stay on that Bible app. If you can't trust yourself to do it, I want you to put it away. They're going to be up on the screen. But if you want it in front of you, Bible app. You get a notification, swipe up. You're not going to answer it. You're going to respond to it later after tonight. I want you to lock in for this moment. So join me. You have your message guide. You can take notes so it can set you up for real conversations in your small groups right after this. First things first. I don't always do this, but I want to ask for a response silently. By a show of hands, how many of you have ever felt judged by another person? I know I have. Yeah. Okay, as expected, many of you have. Listen, without sharing it out loud, I just want you to think, what was that like? Like when people were judging you, how did that feel? Like I want you to feel it deep within and remember, what did it feel like when people were judging you? I bet that it probably felt isolating. That maybe you felt a little lonely. Maybe felt a little shame. Maybe it felt like no one understands you. And now all of a sudden you found yourself in a place where you're starting to question things that you never thought you would have to question about yourself. Man, the point of it is this. It's not a good feeling to be judged by somebody. I've been judged and I don't like the way it feels. But now here's the second part. Now with a show of hands, how many of you have ever judged someone else? I know I have. Yeah. Okay. Now, with that, now here's what I have to say to you guys, and me. I raised my hand too. If feeling judged, listen, I need you to lock in for this part. If feeling judged really hurt that bad, when they were judging you, if it hurt that bad, why did you go and judge somebody else? If it hurt so bad when you received it, why would you go and do that for somebody else? Being judged was hurtful, and you just jumped on board with that as well. Why did you do it? What do you think that made them feel like? Here's the thing is, I bet the way when you judge someone else that they felt a lot of the same feelings that you felt when you were being judged. And that's the reality of this. Here's the truth. Whether we like it or not, all of us have felt the pain of being judged by others at some level. And whether we admit it or not, that we too have also been guilty of judging other people. Now listen, when it comes to the drama situation, a lot of you guys were bringing this up. Here's what I think. I think this sits at the root of a lot of the tension that we experience. Some of the drama, the things that you guys step into, stems from this area of judgment. And many of you are asking for tools, how to navigate through it, how to solve it, how to get out of it, and maybe more importantly, how to stay away from it. Man, I hear from people all the time, it's like, I'm just trying to stay out of it. It's like, well, how's that going for you? You say that all you want, but somehow you end up back in it. What's going on? I know exactly what's going on. Man, we jump into these patterns. So listen, I think that's why tonight is so important and why this matters. Because when you believe that Jesus is king, we live by a different standard. However, the confusion comes when we misunderstand in our role of that standard, what our role is in that standard. Here's the thing. You'll hear this in the world, and this is how people respond when there's conflict. In the world, you will hear, fight fire with fire. If you fight fire with fire, revenge is always justified. They've got what's coming to them. What goes around comes around. Here's the problem with this, that if you are fighting fire with fire, guess what? Everybody gets burned. Everybody gets hurt. But here's the thing, is that Jesus didn't respond with fire. He didn't even fight back with violence. Instead, Jesus fought back with love, and instead of getting burned, he won. He won. So tonight, we will discover one of the greatest obstacles of loving people like Jesus is judging people wrongly. This is one of the greatest obstacles of loving people like Jesus is judging people wrongly. Now, some of you in this room might find this hard to believe. What does it mean to judge people rightly? Well, Jesus actually talks about this. John chapter 7, verse 24. Stop judging by mere appearances, but instead judge correctly. So there is a right way. Jesus does say that there is a right way to do this. in Proverbs, which is a book all about living wisely, how we can live in wisdom, says in chapter 31, verse 9, speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and the needy. And real quick, I want to outline this very clear, crystal clear for you guys. I know you guys are taking some notes. I don't want to go too fast, but I want to make this very, very clear as we move forward. The difference between judging correctly, the correct kind of judgment, and the incorrect kind of judgment. I have a picture up on screen for you. You can take a look at this illustration here for a second. So you got apples and oranges, judgment definition: to discern and to condemn. Apples are not oranges, apples are less than oranges. Here's the difference. Here's the difference between the two. If you want to judge rightly and judge incorrectly, there is discernment, which is seeing something for what it really is. That you can see something for what it really is. Condemnation is seeing someone else as less than. Condemnation is seeing someone else as less than. And here's the thing, discernment isn't just acceptable, it is essential. Like, listen, there is no, if you claim to follow Jesus, if you believe that Jesus is king over your life, there is no escaping this fact. Following Jesus requires us to discern, to judge the difference between right and wrong, good and bad, true and false. But the opposite, condemnation, is something completely different. And condemnation is off limits. You don't go there. That's not the line that you cross ever. In your message guide, if you're taking notes, you can write this down. It's up on the screen for you. We can go to it. Oh, the next one, my bad. I put that in the wrong spot. If you want to love like Jesus, here's the main point for tonight. If you want to love like Jesus, you have to learn to judge like Jesus. If you want to love like Jesus, you have to judge like Jesus. Discernment is essential. Condemnation is off limits. Listen, when we do these things right, when we do this the right way, when we judge correctly, Jesus will help us move from hypocrisy to integrity, pride to humility, and condemnation to compassion. The passages we're going to read from tonight in Matthew chapter 7, starting from verse 1 and then all the way through verse 12, both of those verses, it starts off like this: do not judge, or you too will be judged. Verse 12 ends with, so in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets. I start off with both of those, the front and the back, both of them, so we can see that this is actually really important. Jesus bookends this thing. He makes this as a whole section together so that everything in the middle is you and I's roadmap to navigate through some of these things. And it takes us from judging the wrong way, to judging the Jesus way. So starting in verse 1 through 2, and Jesus says this on the Sermon on the Mount, and he says, do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. So we can discern, based on Jesus' life and teachings, that when he says, do not judge, what he is really saying is, do not condemn. There's a difference. He's not saying that the judgment is off limits. He is saying condemnation is off limits. And I want this to be clear. So bad judgment, if you judge with hypocrisy, with rudeness, with arrogance, guess what? You will be met with hypocrisy, rudeness, and arrogance. Good judgment, if you judge good, this judgment comes with compassion and truth. If you judge with compassion and truth, you will also be met with compassion and truth. Judge rightly and truthfully, and this is how we are called to judge together. Here's the big question when you have these on the screen. How do you judge rightly? Like, it's cool that we have this on the screen. I see many of you taking notes, and that's awesome. I want you to study this. I want you to take it, digest it, let it be in deep within you. But how do we do it? How do we live this out for our friends, for our peers, our family, everybody involved? This is what Jesus is going to tell us next. Matthew 7, verse 3 through 6. And he says this, "Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, 'Let me take the speck out of your eye,' when all the time there is a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite. First take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly and to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Do not give to dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs. If you do, they will trample it under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces." So here's the thing. First, step one for judging like Jesus. Step one for judging like Jesus, see others with eyes of compassion, not condemnation. See others with eyes of compassion, not condemnation. As you guys are writing that down or filling in some of your blanks, listen, y'all, I just need you to hear me on this. We all mess up, man. Like, dude, we all fall short. There is no shortage of a list of wrongs that every single one of us in this room have done. And so I want you to hear this. If you want to spend the rest of your life pointing out how other people are not measuring up, you're never going to run out of material. Like, you can do that all the time. You'll have lots of opportunities to do so. But when you do so, guess what's going to happen as well? They're also going to dish it right back to you. They're going to give it right back. And it's not going to be hard, because while they may have a speck in their eye, Jesus is saying, bro, you have a plank in your eye. That you're messed up too. You got things that you have to work through. So here's the warning for you guys. Before you go pointing a finger and calling other people out what they did wrong, that you have to look in the mirror and do the work on yourself. Now, if you do this right, it won't lead to anger or bitterness. Instead, this should lead you to compassion, not condemnation. Now, as I say this, I can imagine some of you might be thinking, if I was telling you this one-on-one, that probably many of you would say, but Josh, I did the work on myself and I'm still upset and I'm still furious. I want you to know that doesn't mean you're failing at this. This doesn't mean that you're doing a bad job. It means that your heart is still healing, and that takes time. That takes time to grow. So be gracious to yourself. Choosing compassion is a direction. It's not a switch. Choosing compassion is a direction. And what does that direction look like? Let's say, for an example, when a friend says something offensive to you, your friend says something and you're really offended, deeply offended by it. Here's a good practice that you can start doing. So if a friend offends you really bad, man, it might take everything in you, but stop for a second and do not believe the best in them. Don't immediately assume the worst about the person. Choose to believe the best in them. And then second thing is offer a second chance instead of assuming the worst. I know in my life that I've actually tried to do this, and trust me, like, I fail all the time. Sometimes when things happen to me, I'm offended, and actually sometimes, like, I'm more offended more often than I want to give myself credit for, and I try to cover it up, but sometimes I have to meet that reality, and then I also have to make a choice that I can choose to assume the worst about this person, that everything they did was intended to harm me. And sometimes it's not even true. I'm just running these circles in my head, and I have this whole narrative that is probably not even true. Or I can choose to see the best in them and actually say, okay, maybe they didn't intend to hurt me. Maybe there's a misunderstanding. Maybe I need to confront them about something. But here's the first option that you can take. How are you going to confront what has taken place? Instead of getting mad, that you actually choose to see the best in that person, instead of trying to see the worst in them. Why would I do this? Why should we do this? Man, because we all mess up. We say things that we don't mean. We say things not knowing that the other person is offended by. And we just continue on through life. Maybe, here's another example. Maybe if you have a friend that fails a test, that flunks the class, instead of talking about how dumb they are, man, actually go to them and say, man, how can I help you study? How can I actually help you to get by to the next thing instead of just talking about you behind your back? Listen, compassion is just love in action. That's all it is, and it requires a lot of humility. However, condemnation brings harm, and it's deeply rooted in pride. Here's why this matters, that we see ourselves and others the way that Jesus sees us. You see, Jesus sees us as valuable, as loved, and full of potential. And even though the other person and even you have flaws, Jesus still sees you this way. Matthew 7, verse 7 through 8 says this, "Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, and the one who seeks finds, and to the one who knocks, the door will be opened." Step 2 for judging like Jesus. Request the change you want. Don't demand it. Request the change you want. Don't demand it. So when someone really does do something wrong, maybe more specifically, they do wrong to you, when someone wrongs you, what should you do? Here's what you should do. You should ask, seek, and knock. Ask them to change, seek a better solution, and knock on their door so they have a chance to respond. This is exactly what Jesus would do. Here's what most of us do instead. So that might sound nice, and that sounds really cool, Josh. But most of you might be on this side. Most of us end up doing this, that we end up saying nothing. If you've ever been here, you just have something in your chest, and you don't get it out, you say nothing, and you just get bitter. And bitterness just continues to grow. Or you talk about the person behind their back and how they drive you so crazy without ever actually acknowledging the person. Or maybe you actually do say something. Maybe you do say something to them, but you have so much anger, you say it so harshly, and you demand that they change right now. And it's just not met with anything good. Whatever your inclination is, whether it's you shut down, maybe your inclination is to gossip, maybe your inclination is to lash out, what Jesus is saying for you is to raise the bar. Is to raise the bar. Jesus is raising the bar here. So as clearly as I can, I want you to see how it can avoid this problem for the future. Now, I also hear this too. I also hear some of this situation also happening as well. I hear a lot, and maybe you're thinking this, Josh, I tried this already. I tried to ask the person nicely. I tried to do it the right way. I tried to do it the Jesus way. I tried. But here's the thing. More often than not, the try that you did, the try that you were doing was hinting at stuff. It was venting. It was avoiding. It was demanding. And it was not saying clearly for what you want with eyes of compassion. You were demanding without the heart and the willingness to see that person in the midst of what's taking place. Listen, this is what you're meant to do. Calmly, directly, and humbly go to the person with eyes of compassion. And this, I guarantee, will solve most of your conflicts. Most of the conflicts that you're dealing with just require for you to act on these things. Now, what happens if this still doesn't work? What happens if you did all these things and it still does not work? Here's the good news, is that Jesus gives us wisdom for this in the next few verses. Verse 9 says this, "Which of you, if your son asks for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for fish, will give him a snake? If you, then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him?" Here's step 3 of learning to judge like Jesus. Lean on God's strength, not your own. Lean on God's strength, not your own. Listen, God is a loving father who wants his best for his kids, man. He is also a holy and righteous king who has the power to do the impossible. So lean on his strength, not your own. Ask him to show up and move in your life and in that person's life, to change their heart and to change their ways. Ask him if you're having trouble approaching the other person with eyes of compassion. Man, God, I need to have these eyes of compassion for this person. And every step of the way, pray for God to help you because he loves you and he wants to step into this with you. When you first notice the problem, we'll call it the speck. When you first notice this in the other person's eye, let God reveal the plank that is in your eye and ask God, God, remove this plank from my eye. That when I go and confront this person, that there is nothing obstructing my vision, that I can see as clearly what needs to take place here. And listen, the last thing is this. When you're tempted to view the other person or view yourself as better and them less, invite God to remind you that you're just as human as they are. You're just as human as they are. When the time comes to have a conversation, call on God to give you the courage to clearly, kindly, and humbly request that you want to see, that you want things to be different, of what needs to take place, even if it's scary. And pray that God will work through that conversation to help the other person. And doing all of these things is becoming more and more like Jesus. Verse 12 says this, so in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets. Listen, some of you I know are tired of the drama. I know you guys are exhausted. You're tired of it. You're sick of it. And for many of us, judgment is right in the middle of all of it. Either you don't know how to do it the right way, or we're wrestling with ourselves being judged in the middle of it. Listen, Jesus wants to invite you into his peace. And there's no room for any of that. And his peace, it comes with practice. Like verse 12 says, so in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. In one sentence, this sums up everything that the prophets and the law was trying to communicate. And for Jesus, that he empowers us to live this way. I want to give you something really practical here tonight. That if you find yourself in the middle of this, I'm going to call this the web of judgment. If you catch yourself in the web of judgment, either trying to navigate this well or you're stuck in the middle of it, I want you to do these 4 things. Number 1, drop your shoulders, man. And some of you guys, I hear when you talk about drama, you're like, this is going on, this is taking place, this is going on, and your shoulders are like right next to your ears, dude. Drop your shoulders, man. And take a deep breath and exhale. Take a deep breath is number 2. Number 3, pray for his strength. In that moment, just say, God, I just need your strength in this moment. I need all the noise in my mind to quiet down and all the internal struggle I feel of this drama and this judgment, I just need it to be silenced. And number 4, remember to treat them the way that you want to be treated. Remember to treat them the way that you want to be treated. Listen, learning to judge like Jesus is a big part of what it takes to learn how to love like Jesus. It's choosing to see someone else with the eyes of compassion, to ask for what we want to see, and to lean in God's strength through all of it. He will help us move from condemnation to compassion, from hypocrisy to integrity, from pride to humility. Listen, so if you want to learn to love like Jesus, listen, you have to learn to judge like Jesus. For you guys that are struggling, that are wrestling through all of these things, man, take it one step at a time. Invite someone in your life where you get to talk and be real. Drop your shoulders and take a deep breath, saying, God, I need your strength. And from here on out, God, I need to remember that they're human just like me. Let me see them the way you see them. And let me be reminded that I need to treat them the way that I would like to be treated. And then we'll see how your drama and complications go from then on out. Let's pray together. God, I know many of these guys are struggling with drama's a big, wide branch of all these things, God. But some of them got conflicts with their friends. Some of them their closest friends. Some of them it's a sibling. Maybe it's a family member, their own parents. They've got things that are going on. God, I know it, you know it, our team knows it, all of us. There's moments where we can even feel it, and these guys live in it. So God, I pray that tonight, That one, we can just acknowledge it, saying we're not hiding anymore. We see what is taking place. We see what is going on, and we look to overcome it. God, we pray that tonight, that maybe we can take control over this drama. That if there's someone we need to ask for forgiveness from, we say, man, I messed up, and I did not treat you right. I said the wrong thing. God, would they have courage to do so? We need to say that. Let us be humble enough to say so. But God, through all of this, that we remember that Jesus is King, that you want to take us on this journey, that part of restoring humanity, part of restoring creation is us being lights in a dark world. It's us admitting when we're wrong. It's us not talking about people behind their back, that we kill the gossip. God, tonight, that you deliver us from that we stop doing that we stop talking about our problems, and we come to you and we seek wisdom and guidance for what to do next. And God, whatever cycles may be taking place, that you relieve us from those, and you show us a path to peace, and you show us a path to Jesus. As we finish with this worship song, God, let's be reminded and have clarity of who you are, that you are King, and we surrender everything to you. And for our discussion in small groups to be good, to be practical and helpful as we go about our week. We love you, Jesus. We pray these things in his name. Amen. Amen. All right, y'all. Hey, you're about to go to your groups. If you don't know, we have guys in the back in the lobby area that can tell you where to go. Here's what I'm going to say before you guys go. Grab your message guide. You know exactly what the questions they're going to ask. They're right on that. Have some good discussion with the little time that you have. Girls, you can go ahead and sign up online. We'll see you next week. Join us for our series. I love you guys. See ya.